Hey guys, welcome to the SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and it is time to give iRacing a little bit of love. So, we have the latest build for the upcoming 2019 Season 4 of iRacing, and in this new build, we have a few interesting new features. One of the newest features is one thing that we've been waiting for a very long time, and you could see it in the thumbnail. It is the new damage model. So this new damage model specifically is only part of the Skip Barber Formula 2000 for the time being. This is sort of a beta for the new damage testing out, but we will definitely test it out. Also, there is the new tire model V7, and that is also on this Skip Barber. So we will give that a test as well. You can see in the top right corner of the screen, we are finishing up on my installation of the new build and everything that goes with it. So while we're waiting for that to finish up, we can go and take a look at what this new release has for us. So this new release has 5 new cars, 2 new tracks, V7 tire for some cars, and a beta test of the new damage model for the Skip Barber. So you can see the Audi RS3 LMS. That is the new touring car that is available. They revamped the Xfinity NASCAR vehicles. So I have the Chevy Camaro, and the Ford Mustang and the Supra are now part of it, updated to 2019 spec. The Lucas Oil Off-Road Pro 2 Lite is now a free vehicle and added. There's the Kia Optima, which used to be a car you had to pay for. Now it's free. I'm not sure if you would call this the Camaro and the Mustang, I think, new cars. But hey, I mean, it's nice to see them. So, Circuit Barcelona, for the Spanish Grand Prix, is now added. Fairbury Speedway, I believe that's an off-road racing track, so that's nice to see. Friends list support has been added to the iRacing beta user interface. I haven't really jumped into UI that much, so I haven't tested that myself. Consolidated and updated the block/blacklist. V7 tires have been added to select set of vehicles. I mentioned that. New version of the damage model for the Skippy. That's what I'm really excited to test out. New track layer temperature modeling. So with the new damage model, they had to revamp the way that they simulated tracks in iRacing. So I'm guessing that they did this track temperature simulation as well while they were at it. Lens solar flare effect, not a big fan of that. I tend to find that kind of tacky in my opinion. New set of crash sounds, that's nice. Flagman animations will be interesting to see how that is. So yeah, a lot of stuff added. Definitely a substantial update. Some of the stuff feels kind of partial update, like the damage model only on one car. I can understand that this is still beta, but I wish there was maybe more vehicles. Maybe a stock car would have been nice to see how that would be handled with the new damage model, things like that. So if we scroll down, so this is talking about member site. They're going to be removing Windows 7 support in January 2020, so keep that in mind. So next season, that's something people should think about. So this is the dynamic track. So utilizes multiple layers beneath the ground to track temperature and moisture, simulating 3 days of weather prior to an event. That's interesting to think about. But right here, down here, Aston Martin DBR9 GT1, Audi RS3, Corvette C6R, Dallara Formula 3, the K&N Pro Impala, and the Skip Barber Formula 2000. All of those have the new tire model that's been released. And if you really want a cool first impressions look, I believe it was Jimmy Broadbent. He did a video taking a look at it at the Sim Racing Expo. He talked about his opinions, thoughts on it. And I'll share my thoughts on it too. But yeah, just want to keep that in mind. So, new damage model. It's in a beta test version for the Skip Barber Formula 2000. Includes major changes to improve both collision and damage. Currently only active when all vehicles in a session have the required updates. In all other circumstances, the session will run using a classic damage system. So collision shapes more closely match the vehicle's shape. In their preview videos they were talking about how they used spheres for the collision model, which caused some weird stuff. Damage due to impacts can loosen and even detach parts, can bend suspension, damage spring dampers, and break hub attachment ports. We'll test that out. Wheels can hang from remaining attachment ports or detach entirely. That will definitely be tested and things like that. Vehicle wheel-on-wheel contacts more accurate and considers wheel spin and friction appropriately. All collisions with the track surfaces and environmental objects are now using high-resolution collision mesh. That's what I was kind of mentioning. Impacts against the attached car parts and wheels do not count towards incident penalties. That's interesting to think about. So if you hit a part that's on the road, that means you're not going to get an incident point. That's nice at least, but it'll be interesting to see if maybe hitting a part could actually cause damage and maybe blow a tire or something like that. So all that. NASCAR pit stop time deviation has been reduced slightly. Interesting. And then rendering, apparently they're adding HDR support now, lens flare, I'm still matte on. So things like that. And so we can take a look at this, and let's take a look. And that's just about done through the updating and adding new files. So we'll take a look at that. And I have the Skip Barber and Zandvoort already loaded up. I was doing some testing earlier, but I am still waiting. I think once I load this up, it stops the updating, so I'm making sure that everything is up and working before that. But also, guys, I want to point something out. If you are one of our eagle-eyed viewers that view this at times, you'll notice this is a different rim. This is actually the Martin Ascher B16L Simucube edition. So this is a Simucube wireless wheel. So you can see the antenna right there. You can see the on-off switch, so you can turn off the wheel. And it does, like, so it, I believe, uses Bluetooth or some wireless protocol. You can turn it back on, and it will connect. Boom, it's connected. And it's cool to see this. I've been doing some very minor testing of it so far. So I'm enjoying this so far. I added on my Fanatic GT Forza Motorsport rim on it because it's the rim I have that's the most compatible with this wheel button box. I would love to use my OMP Tricento, but unfortunately that's only compatible with the B16M. But if you fire up the Simucube True Drive, open up this, and you can see connected Ascher Racing B16L. And you can see all the buttons are working. But what's interesting is the rotary encoder, it doesn't show too well on the this software, but it works perfectly fine in game. And Dan, what they are claiming that you should get like 2 years of battery life. So let me check real quick. So Ascher Racing, this is the B16M, but should be same. Hold on a sec. Just checking something. Okay. So they are saying low energy consumption, 3 years of battery life on heavy daily usage. I'm not sure about 3 years, but I mean, I'd imagine battery life should be all right. Standard 14250 lithium battery for maximum capacity. Easy to swap battery via the backside access window. So there's a window on the back of this that you would remove and swap out the battery, I guess. So yeah, I would love to see a charge port on it maybe, but hey, if this lasts 3 years, I think that's okay for everything. But yeah, so this is the new rim. I've been testing it out a little bit, enjoying it. I still need to add the last 3 bolts on it, but 3 is just fine right now for my initial testing, and it's holding up really well. So let's take a look. We are almost done. That's about 2/3 done with the creating new files portion of this. But yeah, so now, also looking through this update, they have new languages for the spotter package. They have a French, German, 2 Italian spotter packages, a Portuguese spotter package, a brand new Spanish one. Audio samples for the Aussie spotter package have been updated, and the TJ and Steve. All right. New sponsor has been added to the paint shop, Jim Beaver Esports. Support for second clutch with use with all applicable wheels. Also, I would have loved to see a second clutch on this rim, but still, these magnetic paddle shifters are really nice. You could just hear that. And then new Fnatic API, new Logitech API, pretty good. Force feedback now slowly ramps up after entering the car to prevent DD wheels from snapping around. That's nice. So if you had your wheel like way off and yeah. VR headsets fix an issue where the Oculus Rift or other open VR headsets stop rendering track viewports when certain combination of graphics. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty decent. And let's take a look. Almost done, and then we'll be able to get onto the track. I definitely want to test out the Skip Barber first. The Skippy definitely, I think, is the highlight of this build because it has the new V7 tire model. It has the damaged model, so we'll definitely be able to check it out. So let me check something. So the Chevy Camaro, does it say? Or any user who purchased the car previously known as the Xfinity Chevy Camaro within the past 24 months has been automatically granted a vehicle for free. Okay, so that's why I have it for free. That's nice. So we look down and see. Oh yeah, now they're also classifying some of the specific cars as archives. So in the car select, you'll see. If we go into the test window, scroll down, archive. So these are the cars that are no longer being used. They are just sort of for archival purposes, and you can just race those around, and yeah. So it's nice seeing that small touch, because I felt that at times it got a little confusing once we had so many cars and had the Mazda Miata next to each other. So it's cool seeing them making that small touch. So yeah, apart from that, I think everything is pretty cool. I did some very, very, very quick testing with the damage model. Tested a few laps in a practice session at Zonvor to make sure everything was running okay, that I had my control set up properly, and everything was going well. So once this is finished right up here, we should be able to just be able to jump in and get everything working. But this is new. Inbox. Okay, so I guess they have this chat window that you can chat with online support. Interesting. All right, Williams Grove is almost finished, and they're deleting the temp files, so should be done in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And of course, iRacing makes a liar out of me. Whoops. But yeah, so there we go. Status complete. So refreshed. We are good to go. Let's take a look and find one of the longer sessions to jump into. So I want to jump into one of the American sessions because I believe the netcode in some of these would be pretty bad. So this one, it's not letting you jump in. So why don't we just jump into server 57 and see how this goes. Hey Dave, how's it going? Nice to see you jump in here. We're just going to do some testing of the new damage model and new tire model in the Skip Barber. So I'm definitely excited to see how this works and how everything goes. But yeah, I was actually having some having some issues earlier with this because, as I mentioned yesterday, I actually had switched over my documents folder in my computer because it had changed around and had the OneDrive integration, and OneDrive was messing up my documents and stuff. So I decided I was just gonna get rid of OneDrive and get everything resolved, and thankfully it's mostly resolved now. But it kind of affected my Seto Corsa install, my, I think, R-Factor install, and also my my iRacing. So I literally deleted everything iRacing, reinstalled it, got it back working, and yeah. So Daniel, they mentioned that if you if you bought the Xfinity car within the past 24 months, they give it to you for free. And 47 videos, yes, iRacing is PC only. So yeah, we are the first entry in here into this practice session. So let's make sure all controls are working. Yes, clutch, brake, steering wheel, shifter, and let's see. Enter, exit, tow car. So I'm going to map ignition and starter while we're at it. Pit speed limiter, I'll do this yellow protected button here. Visor tear off, we should use that. Alrighty. Well, at least we have an entire track to ourselves for time being. So, one of the big things with this new tire model is apparently that it does better simulation of cold tires. So cold tires was definitely something that iRacing simulation was a little off on. So you kind of wanted to tiptoe around the track your first lap because colder tires were for some reason inexplicably faster than warm tires in iRacing. So, with that being said, this latest update allegedly makes it so you have legitimate cold tires and you need to get heat into them before you can really start pushing the car. So what I'm noticing, in this half lap so far, the car is definitely a little more skiddy. It's a little more antsy. And from what I've tested earlier on, you do have to get heat in the tires. And once you do, the car starts getting a little bit better. So, yeah, you really have to get things worked up in the tires. You need to get the heat in, and we'll start seeing the deltas change. So you can see my best time I've put down at Zandvoort with this car so far is a 157.638. And once we get some heat in the tires, you'll start seeing the times dropping. So here, well, you can see major slip angle there. The car gets really loose, and I guarantee you, next lap, we are going to be taking it a lot better, in my opinion. So I want to do this next lap and just show you how the tires warm up. And the car gets a lot more stable once you get the heat in and get everything a little smoother. And with the skip arbor, you want to be definitely a smooth, or you want to drive smoother. You want to avoid having too many jerky driving inputs. You want to really be smooth with the inputs. If you're too abrupt, you could quickly end up facing the wrong way. So you can see the car's a lot more stable under load now, which is nice. The heat is working its way into the tires. You're getting more grip and really can see all this. And I'm kind of easing in right now. I'm not pushing too hard because I want to get the heat in the tires, but I don't want to overheat them. I don't want to make it so they're too slick or, dare I say, even vulcanized to an extent. I don't know how well iRacing simulates vulcanization, but if you overheat the tire, it's a lot more difficult to cool down a tire than heat it up. Okay, so this next corner, you remember how skittish we were before. Watch how stable it is in comparison now. Like, it was still a little loose there, a little loose. Had to make tiny inputs with the wheel, but all in all, it was working pretty well. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying this new tire model so far, and I gotta say, the forces are really being communicated well through this wheel. So I'm enjoying the way Simucube is working in iRacing right now. It really feels good. I'm getting a lot of detail through the track as well, which is really important. Getting an idea on just the subtle inclinations, the altitude, feeling the wheel get loose over this hill. It's a good feeling, and I think it's really well done in my opinion. Granted, I've never driven a Skip Barber in real life, so I can't really vouch for how the car feels in real life, but right now, I'm really enjoying the way this car's feeling. I just kind of suck at Zonfort, to be honest, so I'm kind of struggling a bit. Vulcanization. Little lockup there. Let's try to get a good exit here. I couldn't get the drive off I wanted. But again, more heat in the tires, and you're just seeing it completely stable now. So that outlap is just very finicky, very loose, and bam. It actually feels really good. So again, get on the tires, and you're starting to see more grip, and the times are dropping a bit. A little too aggressive there. But you're seeing a little bit of better lateral grip, and you're seeing it reflecting on our times. Again, it's going to get loose over here. We caught the grass a little bit. I think we were over revved there. There we go. Get the car turned in. Get the drive off there. Thank you to whoever it was who subscribed. I can't really see right now. Locked up my right front there, so we're going to lose a bit of time. Let's get that drive off. But you're seeing times dropping as we get more heat into the tires. So it's legitimately improving as time goes on and more heat gets in. Previously in iRacing, it used to be the opposite. All right, Dave, you have a good one, man. Oh, we got too aggressive there. Gonna lose a lot of time. Actually, let's make this for our first crash test. So, I think where we get loose over the hill, I'm gonna try wrecking the car. So here, get too sharp a movement, and we're around. Whack the wall. And I'm curious now. Okay, hold on a second. Why is my wheel not working? Hold on. Did I... Okay, there it goes. So that crash felt authentic, but I guess it triggered my wheel's emergency stop or something. Okay, yeah. Whoa! We're definitely, you could hear that. That was not good. So let's jump out of the car and see what happened there. So our rear left got trashed there. So let's take a look and see what happened there specifically. So I went too abrupt in our that's our right or left turn. Or no, that's right turn. So yeah. So you can see right there. It was a subtle bam. So you don't see like any parts flying off, but whew. So I guess I triggered the safe mode on my wheel when I wrecked it. So yeah, if you look display capture here. Come on. Hold on. So display capture, you can see somehow it triggered my safe mode. So let's enable high torque mode again. So interesting that it really kicked in that failsafe really quickly, I guess. I'm wondering why. Let's do something. I'm going to turn down the power a little bit, and I can turn it up in iRacing. Okay, so that should be all right, I think. Okay, so let's turn on game capture again. And there we go. So let's get another camera angle there. So I'm wondering about that. So here, we'll see a good angle of the wreck. So we're sliding. And you see, bam, hit the wall right there. And, oh, this will be a great angle to see what happened, I think. So this is my, oh. So, smash the wall right there. And you can just see it is, it looks like, I'm not sure if it's totally realistic, because if it's like that, then I wouldn't think that it would drive. So, here. So, I'm not sure if it is sending any drive to that wheel. It's just dangling. So, but I mean, it looks, or yeah, that's just hanging on by a thread, like a tether, I think. So yeah, you just see that, and boom. Oh, that scraping though. Okay, now let's try a crash a little more impact. So we're leaving the pits. I want to make a little more of an impact. So let's carry some more speed. Okay, that's 70 miles an hour. Woof. Nose cone's gone. You see the wings gone. Can you actually limp the car around, though? And we're beached. Okay. This is interesting. Oh, so we wrecked both of our right sides. Bam. That is a brutal impact. Whew. Well, yeah, I mean, that's why we were beached. This was completely gone. So that's 60 mile an hour impact. Let's try 100 now. Let's see what happens when we make a significant impact. So we want to carry speed. Oh, we're loose. Okay. That was its own heavy impact. I just was a little too rough on the cold tires there. So if we take a look, bam. This thing gets trashed. Do I think that damage is too high or low? I'm not sure yet. So it's a tricky thing because every impact we've made is a significant impact. I mean, like over 50 miles an hour. So that's something to consider. Because these are not minor impacts. So let's try something. We're going to do a very slow impact. Okay, so that was pretty slow impact. Thank you, Mustang family, for subscribing. So I can definitely feel the body or the suspension damage right there. So you can see the suspension damage. I had to carry it a little off center to keep the wheels straight. So that's something to keep in mind. It's definitely drivable, though. It's drivable after this impact. So I'm driving okay, but the suspension damage is definitely causing an issue. Hoping to see more bending of the bodywork than just the wheels going limp. Well, we're going to do a heavy impact on the front straight in a minute, so we'll see how that is. But yeah, you can see we have some damage here, and it's interesting because the center point of the wheel feels like it is actually shifting now. Occasionally I felt like I had to move the wheel a bit to the left, a bit to the right. Now it's tracking straight. So it's interesting. So let's get some high speed here. Let's see how this goes. You can see the car's getting really loose now. So let's get to 100. Turn in. Oh, snap. Okay. That's debris right there. You see the wing, you see the nose cone, you see the rest of the nose bodywork, you see springs, you see a lot of damage there. Thank you, Joe Moore, for subscribing. But oh my gosh, that was a brutal impact. So we got to see this. We're going to go to TV cam here. Oh, TV3, this should be good. Ooh. The wheel bouncing. Yeah, that is a heavy, heavy impact. So I guess there wasn't actually suspension. You see pieces of the nose. You see like other pieces, but let's go the chopper cam. Yeah, chopper's a little lower. So you see that just shred it. And in full speed. Bam! Hold on.
Bam! Who's passing out the harps and the halos?
Yeah, that's pretty fitting. Alrighty. Now, let's give a head-on impact. I want to do a head-on impact. See how that is. Because we're going at an angle. And I thought the perfect place to do a head-on impact. Should be interesting. But yeah, you can see on cold tires, this car is very skittish. And then once the tires heat up, that's when the car starts getting quite stable. So that's something I've just really missed in iRacing. And I think they've done a good job. And I'm excited to see what happens when this tire model gets to more cars. Okay. I gotta stop rambling, or else I'm gonna wreck the car before I want to wreck the car. Lopada, new damaged model is live on the Skip Barber only. You can just see these cold tires are beating me up. Slideways. I'm guessing if you go too much off the track, that'll cause more damage. But, okay, so. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Ouch. That is brutal. That is brutal.
You've got some damage. Let's get that fixed.
Some damage. Just some. Oh, that impact. That is brutal. I mean, look at the way the car jumps. All of that damage being absorbed. So, hold on a second. Let's go to Chase Cam. RTV1 maybe. This might show us a decent angle. Whew! I mean, sure, the nose is clipping into the body, but that is just like, man. Brutal impact. That looked like an explosion. And the way the car bounces out of that. That is realistic. That reminds me of that Watkins Glen crash that I believe was Bobby Labonte in the 43 car at Watkins Glen. So let's check something. So let's move the camera a bit. So side angle. And that's dead driver right there. I mean, it would be awesome if iRacing simulated these tires deforming and stuff, but I understand limitations. But I mean, hold on. Where'd the other tire go? Okay, so the other tire just shoots off. Like there. Hits the Armco. And just completely... Yeah. That is a brutal impact. I'm just saying that. So again... And I mean, apart from the other nuances, nitpicks, things like that, that was pretty authentic, I'd say. I'm curious, because most of what they've been showcasing in iRacing with the new damage model has been open wheel cars. There's been this one, there's been the Formula Renault 3.5, there was the Audi TCR they started showing a little bit of, but... all in all, it's been mainly open wheel cars. I'm just curious, or actually they did show some GT, but I'm wondering, how are stock cars going to be? How are GT3 wrecks going to be? Things like that. But you can just see right there, bam, you get loose and have to catch the slide. Again. Need to see wheel-to-wheel contact and door banging. Yes, that would be cool. That is a lot of damage. And I'd say that's pretty authentic for what just happened. Because, I mean, look at the speed that we're going. We're going about 60, 50, 30 miles an hour into a barrier. Yeah, that's... I hope they fix the repair mall. But look at that dirt clump. There was that dirt clump that went flying up. I don't see it now, but... Any way to test out two-car damage? We'll see. I have to maybe race against someone. Make a dumb mistake and then apologize. I see that guy ahead of me. Let me see if I can catch him. Oh, he spun out. Hey, Philip, how's it going, man? Oh, that's loose. Yeah, cold tires actually mean something now. It's interesting, I'll say that. Actually, I'm going to test something. I want to see what happens if you spin in the kitty litter. Okay, you don't hook into anything. I wanted to see if you might hook into the kitty litter and flip like you sometimes see open wheel cars do. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Alright. We have two cars in front of us. Let's see if we can make something happen. Kind of apex a little early there. So let's see. So we're likely going to get loose in this corner. Yes. Guy in front of me gets even looser. Ah. Whoa, that was close. I was gonna try to spin out and hit him, but I couldn't. We have a guy in cold tires right now in front of us. We'll see if he might spin here. Corey, I have not bought anything from the new build, so I haven't checked. Are you trying to use PayPal or something else? Alrighty. So here, car should still get a little loose. Yes, it does. One car's off track. Here's our chance. Whoops. That was heavy impact. So we lost our wheel.
Press and hold the reset button and we'll come and get you.
So let's watch this now. Okay. Ooh. So yeah, kind of invulnerable body there. Yeah, so let's see that in slow-mo. Boom. Yeah, that's pretty heavy impact. Bobby. I mean, everyone's testing damage. Hold on.
No!
Don't get mad, get glad. Alright, so let's see what we can do now. I'm kind of shocked in this session we're still third quick. Let me check. One guy wrecked into the wall there. Ooh. I'm loving the subtle feel through the force feedback into the Simucube. Just being able to kind of pinpoint where I want the car to go. I mean, it won't be perfect for you. I mean... You make a dumb mistake like that, you're going to be up a creek. Oh. That was close. And was that revenge? I think that might have been revenge. Jack, I am loving this new tire model. This new tire model is actually doing good stuff. Dang it, I was hoping he would hit that tire. But yeah, okay, 13, yep, that's revenge. That was definitely revenge. Okay. Okay, I want you guys to notice something. I was not on the brakes. He locked up my left rear wheel. So let's go back to chase cam and rotate the camera. Watch this. This, okay, that was pretty awesome. So watch this. Okay, never mind. It looked like from my angle he had locked up the wheel. Okay, I just thought it was something else. But yeah, so. Miss Vegas. So what I was talking about with the tire model is that it has really... it really does feel more realistic in the form of simulating cold tires. So with cold tires in iRacing, you were always faster, which was counterintuitive against all the other sim racing titles. So with iRacing, you would want, like, example, on a qualifying session, you would tiptoe around the track, get as little heat into the wheels as possible, and then just go all out on your timed lap, because with the cold tires, you had more grip. Now, they've finally made it the opposite. Now, you actually have to get heat into the tires before you go fast. Now, the cold tires are actually skittish, and you have to be careful, or else you end up the wrong way. So that is a huge improvement in iRacing, and it is very welcome. So I'm happy to see that this tire model has really made an improvement in that front. Can I try rear wing damage? Let me see what I can do. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to back into... Let's try damaging the rear wing. So that's some rear wing damage for us. Feels like car is still tracking straight, but we're missing that rear wing. PJ1, right now, the new damage model is only for the Skip Barber. The new damage model is Skip Barber only. This is a beta for the new damage, so that's one of the big things I'm curious about. Will we get more damage in the coming months, maybe next season, more cars? But what I'm seeing so far from this damage, I'm liking it. What's Sim's best tire model, in my opinion? R-Factor 2, no question. Whew! That was loose. The tire model in R-Factor 2 just does such a great job of simulating the tires over the course of a long run as well. That's a big thing. So, if you're conservative with the tires, you can double stint tires in R-Factor 2. Or, if you drive aggressively, you can have them shot after half a run. So, that's just something to think about. Yeah, I'm missing that little bit of rear downforce that Skippy normally has. Yeah, Pirate, the thing is that the Skippy is different than most other open wheelers. Skippy has very softer springs. It's meant to teach driving forms, so it's different than other open wheelers. Other open wheelers such as Formula 1, IndyCar, things like that, they are downforce heavy. Skippy is more mechanical grip. So that's why you're seeing me being able to control slides with this car. So yeah. It is weird for an open wheel car, but not really weird for the Skippy. Do I think this will lead to more careful racing? Maybe. I'm not sure. Because this is something that it legitimately causes a challenge. So, a minor impact could ruin your car, but also a minor impact could ruin your car in iRacing as well before this. So, it just depends. I could see it making the serious racers being more careful. But all in all, I think iRacers are gonna iRace. That's the tricky thing, I think. But yeah, I mean, this car feels great. It really does. You can really control the car. You can feel your way out of the corner. Hey, DJ, how's it going? So we're closing in on this guy in front of me. I don't know if I'll be able to battle him for position. I haven't really noticed anything in the way of flat spotting. I think there's minor flat spot implementing in iRacing, but not to the extent of, say, Assetto Corsa, R-Factor 2, Project Cars 2, etc. Okay, we're closing in on this guy. We're going to have a bit of a battle. Just take it easy. Get a better drive off than him. Catch the slipstream. Turn 1's going to look like a garage sale. It's going to look like a junkyard. Oh! Okay, a little loose in the corner. We got our drive out though. I hear him on my side. Oh, he has no front wing. Or he has no nose. Huh. Go figure. That's why I caught him. But yeah, this guy in front of me, he just got out on cold tires, so theoretically I should be able to catch him all right. Because I have heat in the tires, I'm really starting to get my lap times closer. Oh! Yeah, that first lap, you have to be incredibly careful in this corner. Yeah, Skippy's driving it really well. Whoa! Oh, that's wheel to wheel. Oh! Okay. Strangely enough, cars tracking straight. Well, there's the light wheel bang there. He got the worst of it, though. But that wasn't totally unnatural feeling. The car bounced around a bit. But it seems like it's tracking. Whoa! He just sent it behind me. I think this guy's out for blood. We'll see what happens. This is starting to get interesting. So here, someone spun out. Keep our eyes peeled. Should have shifted up. Maybe with new damage, light contacts won't be 4x. Someone got loose. Oh, this could be ugly. Let's try it. Let's force this issue. Woo! That was fun! Lost a bit of time, but that was fun! Just that three-way battle right there. Woo! Hit the curb a little aggressively there. Okay, might get murdered by this guy behind me, who knows, but hey, we're having fun with this car, I'm saying that. Oh! Oh, dang it, I wanted to hit that wheel. He vanished off the track, that meant I missed the wheel. Crash target on Main Street if you please crash into me. We had a good lap going before that, but just, I got a little goofy there. Will aggressive curb contact cause damage? It did in the old damage model, so I wouldn't see why it wouldn't on this. I think the tire lockups are still a little unrealistic in this. They were saying you get punctures and stuff in this though, but let's try a lockup. That was a big lockup on the right front, so let's see. Try to feel out the tire. I feel nothing wrong with the tire. Oh! That answers your question right there. Heavy curb contact. Whoa! Oh! Oh! I just died. I legit just died there. Alright, let's watch that. That looked exciting. We need watching TV cam though. Okay, so you see the minor wing damage from when we backed into the wall there. So the car was still a little antsy, but I could drive it easily. After this impact, though, we couldn't. So we see, bam, 3 cars wrecked up there. And, oh my gosh. That looked realistic in a terrifying way. So you see that impact there. I'm trying to avoid them, and I have nowhere to go. And I ramp up on the side of this guy. Oh my gosh. And I land on the side of the Armco. Shreds off the nose. And then I land outside the track. Oh. And then rip. So let's see what actually caused that. So here. So this guy's just, okay, he's wrecked. And he's, yeah, so there. And this guy hits him. So now they're just 2 cars. And bam, shredded. And boom, I die. Woo! That was absolutely brutal. So let's look on board with this guy. Because I'm curious. Cockpit angle. So here, he hits the curb there. And yeah, he just oversteered out and fishtailed and bam, in the wall. And he's just trying to drive away, which sometimes you could do in iRacing, but car's destroyed in the rear. That heavy impact, and you just see, boom! Okay. Yeah, that driver would be dead. regret to say, but he would be dead. That wheel, yeah. And bam. Okay, so you saw me. So let's see. I'm curious. So let me check something. So this is the other guy. So he hit the curb too aggressively here. I think. Yeah, so you see right there. But then it fixes itself, so I don't know if that was a glitch or something. I don't know, because that looked like a fairly normal corner take. Okay, it's the other side that had... Hey, 12 for Ford, how's it going, man? So, here. I think that was a glitch. I think that was a glitch, and that just looked weird on our end. But here, let's watch how I fly. So that would be right rear suspension, I think. Yeah, you just hear me totally die there. And then more wreck vest, I guess. So, let's go back. Let's go back to me. And watch this. BAM! That was just an amazing wreck. 10 out of 10. Whew. That looked freaking awesome, though. So, okay, we'll try testing if hitting a curb too hard causes damage. That's our next experiment. Just have to find a good curb here, I guess. Didn't see any damage there. Oh, car in the wall. I don't know if Zonfort has any curbs that would be rough enough to really cause some significant damage. I mean, Laguna Seca would. We could always test that. Or here. That took that relatively okay. Because I'm thinking if you take one of the Laguna Seca sausages too hard, then you would get some massive damage. Yeah, I don't think there's any severe enough curb to cause major damage here. Oh! Almost lost it. Oh, shoot. Sausage at the top of the mountain. Greasy, it is released in a beta form for the Skip Barber. Just the Skip Barber. We're abusing this car right now. Whee! Once I see a wrecked car, I'm going to try to launch this puppy again. You might see one over here. I see the dust clouds. Yeah, that's like the best compliment you can make about this car, Miss Vegas. Because this car, it feels close R Factor 2 in some ways, in my opinion, I think. It feels very gradual in what you do. You can catch slides. You have to pay attention to the tires. This is turning into like a milder RF2 Skippy. I see birds. Ho ho! I'm not saying this is full RF2 level, I'm saying it's closer to RF2. I'm kind of shocked at this. If they get the other cars up to this level of quality, I'm going to be amazed. I might have to set up an RF2 championship, or iRacing championship, along with the RF2 one I want to do in the future. So that was a little aggressive over the curb. I see a wrecked car there. Is he going to vanish? Oh my gosh. Woo! Oh my gosh.
Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pick main. Press and hold the reset button.
The engine's not blown, so we're going to try driving this car off. The steering, it does nothing. My steering is totally and utterly destroyed. You literally can't steer this. That is... Oh. New tire model is available on 7 cars in iRacing. But oh my gosh. Okay, let's go to TV3, I think. Oh, you just see the debris flying up. Oh, this should be a good angle of it. Oh. That is downright brutal. So let's go to chase cam. And you just see all that debris too. So all that like oil parts. Whew. And bam. 3 out of 4 cars totally destroyed, or wheels totally destroyed. Let's request a new car. Because we can. But yeah, that was like, that was totally a brutal wreck. I'm curious though. They're doing races with the Skip Arbor. So we could sign up for one. It's the fun race, I think. I'm not great at Zonboard. I'm not horrible, but I'm definitely not great. So actually, I'm going to jump out of this session. And let's see what they have. Okay, so let's see what sessions are open for racing. It is 2:20 right now, so I wonder if they have a 2:30 session or 2:30 race. 2:30 race, okay. So we'll get to see how brutal these races are. 32 people signed up. Yikes. So after this race, we will try a different vehicle, I think. even though they won't have the new damage engine, we will get to see the just how everything goes. So this is practice session, so we'll get a little more practice, maybe a couple more wrecks before the race starts. Alright, it is 2:21 right now, so yeah, we'll figure this out. Should have a lot of fun, though. I'm excited to see how this works out. And I gotta say, I am pleasantly surprised at how well this is working in iRacing. I had some technical issues setting up the game, but that was more due to me doing some stuff with computer settings. But with this, I mean, I gotta say, I'm enjoying how it's looking and everything. This is legitimately a good update for iRacing. And sure, this is only one car, and it's only one car that has the damage and stuff. But yeah, this car legitimately feels good. And by good, I mean dangerous on cold tires, but it feels fun to race. That's the important thing. You got to think long term over the course of a race. You got to keep in mind the car's going to have cold tires, so you need to warm up the car and the tires the first couple laps, or else you're going to be screwed. So here, scrub some heat in. And of course, don't overheat them, but get the heat in. Because you just see in the corners, you can't carry the same amount of speed. And you can just see there, car's getting squirrely. Take it easy over here. Car gets light right here. Car gets loose. Can catch it though. I mean, that was a crazy slide right there. This, basically, it does have road car tires. It's street tires. They don't have, like, semi-slicks because this is to sort of teach driver technique and how to behave when a car is loose and stuff. But yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm saying that. I've said it a lot, and I'm still going to keep saying it. I'm enjoying this. Right there, you feel the car load up and get a little squirrely. Right there. Get to feel out that slide and then catch it. That felt eerily like R Factor 2. Eerily so. Decent wheel-to-wheel racing right there. Even with the new damage model, people are capable of clean driving. Did not get the turn in I wanted. Oh my, what the heck? Oh, gotta love that code. You gotta love that code there. Too much pepper, too much speed, and we are BAM! Oh my gosh, those wheels. The wheels, that was amazing. That was amazing. Oh my gosh. And one tire just goes off into the abyss. I'm freaking loving this. See, I got a little too loose and I was like, okay, let's make a scene. No wheels, front wheels, wings gone, nose gone, cones gone. Oof. That was amazing. Yard sale. Parting now to Skippy. So, yeah, I just have like default stock setup. 58 cars registered. This is going to be a big race. So, I'm guessing 2 or 3 splits. Power! Too much power! Whoa! Brake check. Okay. One guy's off track. See the dirt clods. Oh, that's loose. That's loose. That's loose. Catch it. Catch it. So close. Yeah, that car was loose. I think you might have gotten the memo. Woo! But yeah, you can see the point where the tires are biting now, which is nice to see. This tire model feels great. So session should start any second. It's 2:30. So let's end it big. Go big or go home. Okay. I think that's both. Session literally went out with a bang. Easily. Whoop. Rip. Okay, let's jump to race. Max, this is available for everyone who owns the Skip Barber. The Skip Barber is the only car on the service right now that has the new damage model. But it is live. Hold on a second. Let's page Obi-Wan.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Race session. New damage model. I believe this is unofficial race too, so doesn't affect safety rating. Yikes. So I think one thing I'm also going to do while we are getting this session up and running is I want to map a button for my Delta screen, because right now I have it set to show versus my optimal lap. I'm thinking I might want to adjust that during the race. Okay, so this is booting up. Encoding overloaded. Hold on a sec. Wait, it kicked me out of the session. Why? Shoot. Come on. Okay, turn off iRacing helper. Get into my iRacing folder. So that is my D folder, program files, iRacing, start iRacing service, and F5, join session. So we might be in a bit of trouble here. Fingers crossed, let's make it work. That was weird, it booted us. Turn off display capture there. Alright, we're loading. That's a good sign. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm excited with this. I'm curious. I want to test out the oval car after this, and I have mail. BMW invites you to join us for the BMW Performance Drive at SAP Center. Likely going to be expensive, so I think I'm going to likely not do that. But yeah, I can take a look at this while we are loading, and please let us load through. Hey, Raphael, how's it going? Raphael, we've been crashing for an hour and a half now. We're about to actually go into a race session. So yeah, it's unofficial race though, so odds are we're going to see some wrecks in this race, so yeah, we'll have enough time to, I think, do 2 laps or so. And I'm not that great at Zonboard. I understand the track all right, but I wouldn't call myself good at Zonboard. Woo! That's loose. Maybe I'll do a crash after my qualifying session. But yeah, full house. Damage model is really good, but I'm more impressed, to be honest, by the new tire model. The new tire model is really good. Yeah, I'd love to see batches, like maybe one update for all the NASCAR Cup cars or something like that. Because it wouldn't make sense if they only updated the Chevy and not the Ford or Toyota or something like that. Get some heat in the tires. So we're going to be very squirrely in this final corner, I bet. Still need to get more heat. Yeah, you can hear the tires starting to squeal a little more. Green flag. Let's do this thing. Yeah. I wonder if I bumped down the pressures and lowered the fuel in this car, if I would have been able to beat my all-time best, but I'm fine with sticking with baseline for now. It's what I know, it's what I'm comfortable with right now. Okay, so now this final corner should be a little more stable. There we go. Yeah, I'll need to adjust some settings, I think, before we jump into the race. So, thankfully, we'll have some time, I think. I'm curious how many people are going to be in the race, though, so we'll see how that goes. Full house, unfortunately, I haven't actually tested out WRC8 yet. I haven't had the time. I've actually had to do a lot of studying for this big exam I have on Saturday. So, yeah, I haven't had much time to really dive into WRC8 yet. I would love to, but I just haven't yet. So, yeah. Alright. That's third quick so far. We'll see if that holds. I don't know. So let's see. I'm thinking I need to adjust black box controls. So, controls, so I can do brake bias, here. That works. And then black box, there. Relative black box I'm actually going to assign a button to because that's kind of important. Actually, hold on. Next black box, previous. Select previous and increment. And toggle. That's good, I guess. Sound. Why not? Don't need that. Should be alright. So let's take a look at our results for qualifying. Looks like we're 5th. Mic check, mic check.
All good.
Alright, thank you. So this is a 25-minute race, so should be interesting event. I believe 5.2 gallons is enough. Yeah, that's full tank, so if it's not, we'll have to...
Well, play your wheels.
Alright, guys. So, Epic Games Store caused a nightmare for me. So I barely use Epic Games Store, right? And I was part of the Epic Games data breach. They not only hacked my Epic Games account, they hacked my PlayStation, they hacked my PayPal, they hacked my Nintendo. So they gave me a very busy couple weeks just scrambling and everything like that. So yeah, I mean, Epic Games Store is really kind of weird. I'll put it that way. So let's take a look real quick. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong button. We got a good start. Remember cold tires, man. Oh, okay, that's some netcode right there. Leader's off the track. We need some heat in these tires, though. Big lockup, not good. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, how the heck is my car still tracking straight? My car is tracking straight after that. Eek. Let's get some more heat into this car. Let's call that a blessing that we're okay. Mama! I've killed a man. What I gonna do instead? Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. I still remember my junior high band played that song, and we had an 8th grader sing it. And we were like, wow, the context of this is really dark for junior high, though. I'm shocked that it only gave me a 0x, though. It didn't even say, like, 0x to 2x. Okay, I missed a shift. Let's get going. I used to play tuba in junior high. In junior high band, I played tuba. 4th grade, 5th grade, I played trumpet. Oh, that guy behind me just sent it. Full send. My girlfriend plays clarinet. I want to learn to play guitar someday. If I can find a tuba and relearn to play the basics, yes, how about? 30,000 subs, I'll play the tuba. Let's get a tear off right there. Wheel-to-wheel action right now. This is some exciting action, though, guys. It really is. Go for the crossover. Nope, he got too much momentum there. Man, this guy has a massive slip angle there. I used to be hooked on Guitar Hero and Rock Band. I would legit bring it to my church youth group, and we would play it. Oh, okay, that's just a glitch, I guess. They need to work a little more on the netcode, though, I think, for his damage model. But I guess that's why it's a beta. So what are the odds that these two guys kill each other? He clipped the grass. This is gonna get some exciting. Wait, I was in second, not third. Whoops, my bad. Okay, I got off track there. Okay. This guy's getting antsy. Oh, big wreck behind us. Well, two cars wrecked, I should say. New personal best lap coming up. And bam, new PB. I mapped the wrong buttons on my black box, I just realized. So we're halfway through the race. Thank you to Eric for subscribing. Thank you very much. And Jordy, yes, this is where Formula One is coming next season. Going to be very interesting because it feels great for GT. I don't know how it'll be for high-speed Formula cars. Like Formula One. This is a great battle for the lead, though. I have a feeling this is going to turn to a four-way battle soon. And we're coming up on a back marker. Thanks, Kevin. This is going to be risky. Oh, that was close. Getting some weird stuttering right now. Not sure if you're seeing this, but I'm getting some weird stutters. Oh my gosh! Oh my! Wow! Okay! Big wreck! Gotta just keep smooth. Keep hitting my marks. That was a big wreck that just took out the 2 liters. This guy has my slipstream though, that's not good. I had to crack the throttle there. He has a run. I must have some damage or something from that minor contact I had before. Defensive line. Not much I could do there. Oh my gosh, this guy. Guy behind me just wrecked. Third place just wrecked and went around. Okay, white flag, guys. Let's see if we can try to bring some sort of battle to him. Oh, you got a better drive off there, I think. Come on, man, make a mistake. There's his mistake! Oh my gosh! Gotta keep it easy. Yes! Yes! Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! Oh man. Great race, man. I didn't think I had it. Woo. Woo-hoo! Yeah! Oh. It's been so freaking long since I've won any race in iRacing. Wow. Yeah! Ho-ho! I mean, it's likely been over a year since I've won a race in iRacing. And a win like that! Oh, man! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah. Sorry for killing your guys' ears, but I am stoked. Yeah. Whew, I am pumped. Okay, guys, I think I'm actually going to quit the stream while I'm ahead. So, early thoughts on this new tire model and the damage model. It is freaking awesome. I am loving this tire model. It does just a total overhaul of what it feels like to drive this car. This is just, in my opinion, it's getting closer to R Factor 2 in terms of just feeling the car and just getting the car where you want, controlling the slides, so you can actually get the car to a slide and control it now. You feel the tire's grip coming into its own when you're driving. It's a great feeling. I mean, there's not much more to really say about that. And then the damage model, it works great. I mean, let's wrap up the stream with a bang. Ho 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 ho. So let's end it with a bang! My team's gonna be pissed, but it's worth it, guys. It is so freaking worth it. So, guys, thanks for watching this. This was a lot of fun. This might compel me to do a little more in iRacing if the other stuff is as good as this. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. For the SimRacing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a good one.